Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Narrow, narrow.
Clear.
Investigate. Clear quietly. So this is like an install area.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I'm going to check that out.
information.
Portal.
Moving. Will come. Move to patrol. Narrow.
Narrow pattern, confirmed.
Move to patrol. Confirmed. Confirmed. On narrow.
Move to patrol. Narrow.
I heard something.
Make it fast.
Moving in!
Might have seen something. Stand by.
Make it fast.
Flank the primary!
Primary has been zero. Confirmed.
Augmented Rights Coalition.
Just going to investigate. Stay true.
making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press and press work Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money production. Overlook, however, is the damage the cameras leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours, and then
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from London. Area is constantly back with the latest technology. Our portable data always watching, because you are always watching.
Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the human restoration to the
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Reporting to you live from Picus. Ariel is constantly bringing you the best and the latest technology. Our portable data solution.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Ariel. Up. In-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 357, also known as Human Rights Commissioners.
Access denied.
Is passed. Always watching, because you are always watching.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Dragon in 6 months. All of them
Access
occurring
denied.
after Dr. Talos Rucker, leader. Picus News. Always watching, because you are always
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
All of them occurring after Dr. Talos Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Foodland complex. Dr. Always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Dragon in 6 months. All of them occurring
Access
after Dr.
denied.
Talos Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights. On the world, Picus News, always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talos
Access
Rucker,
denied.
leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence. World, Picus News, always watching, because you are always
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
The city still feels the wake of the devastating terror attack. Dozens of children were more injured yesterday
Access denied.
Frog in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talos Rucker, leader of the Around the world, Hiker's News, always watching, because you are always watching.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
All of them occurring after Dr. Talos Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition. World, Hiker's News, always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack that started in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talos
Access denied.
the Augmented Rights Coalition took up around the world. Hiker's News, always watching. because
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
All of them occurring after Dr. Talos. Hiker's News, always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, the city stood reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talos Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you, live, from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers, for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the Collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the Collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Ariel is constantly bringing you the best and latest technology. Our portable data solutions have massive storage capacity, flexible streams, and over 1,000 other uses with patented features. up in the stratosphere.
Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
They may have batteries, but we've got this. A Shanti energy drink. For all you need to get through the day. A Shanti.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Picus News, always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Ruzicka train station. I do not need to remind you folks. The third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilantes for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg, And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the Collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world. Whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Ariel is constantly bringing the best and latest technology. Our portable data solutions have defensive storage capacities, flexible screens, and over 1,000 other unique and patented features. Ariel. Up. And a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. Legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the
Heard a strange noise. Double up.
reporting to you live from Picus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns a priority. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Rosika train. We do not need to remind you folks that this is the third all of them occurring after Dr. Talos Rucker, leader of the Augmented Coalition, took up residence. Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Tychus.
They may have mattered, but we've got this. A shunt and for all you need to get through the day. A shunt.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Tychus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls. Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best.
them occurring after Dr. Talos Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Intellect complex. Dr. Rucker brings his organization. And merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the
Moving from current position.
Even if only 1% of the things he reports on are true, you know they're out there.
Nie oči na stopkách, kámo.
You'd rather listen to that mouthpiece on speaking? She may as well be a robot programmed to feed us tablets.
No sign of it.
Seem to have quieted down.
Even if only 1% of the things he reports on are true, you know they're out there.
Welcome to Magia. There is nothing for you there.
Be quiet. My wife.
The bastard will do anything to touch us. There's nothing else to do.
You say so? Hello again.
London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and
I think I'll be on.
preventing medical transports from getting through. In Chile,
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Nothing yet.
Stay right there. I'm coming.
Nic jsem ti neudělal! Nechně bejt! Nic jsem ti neudělal! Nic jsem ti neudělal!
I didn't see anything. Nothing.
Walk by. Just walk on by.
I've got to catch my breath.
Just need to catch my breath.
Leave me alone.
And the blood moving to that.
Let's move on. Nothing here.
We're close, I think. Shit. It's too quiet.
Search and execute mode activated.
Come on. Together. Still no sign of anything, really. Spreads are up Europe.
If you're hoping to buy something from me, you're out of luck.
Spotted anything?
Move up.
Drž se dál, Auku.
Cannot come soon enough.
Weapons hot.
I'm pretty boring.
Just make it through
You'd
this
be
shit.
better off talking to someone else.
Can't defend against that kind of thing. Quiet it down.
Who listens to that garbage?
Weapon hot.
Přímo tady ve městě.
Dobrý den, pane. Doufám, že se od oblastí vyhrazených jen pro naturály hezky držíte dál.
Maintaining cautious control.
Dobrý den.
Moving from current position.
Get away from me!
Hey, my pack's on.
Jen si utíkej, vole. Centralo, jaký novinky?
Centrálo, čekám na rozkazy.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s Rusákama.
be good.
Nice coat.
Who listens to that garbage?
Area secure. Continuing cautious patrol.
Stop it! Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Hands off! Follow me!
Oh, yeah, possibility.
I got a right to refuse service to anyone.
Not much going on.
I do not do business with clanks.
Máš něco?
Let's keep looking. Proti vašemu životnímu stylu.
I always go to the same
Akorát
check.
se s váma nechci
The
bavit.
woman there is very nice.
Have to find something.
Enough problems already.
Ten hajzl leze do říky a dostane povýšení. Hlavně v klidu.
I used to own 3 patents until there was stolen from me.
Já vám nerozumím.
Most of the people I work with
Jsem uklízet, nemám čas si hrát na průvodce pro turisty.
Lavičky jen pro naturály, do hajzlu.
Nic nevidím. Zatím.
Another clank looking for a handout? I have my own problem.
Nemůžu se dočkat.
To si musíš poslechnout. Takovýhle zprávy se na tajku si nedozvíš.
Have you ever considered working for Santo? I hear Rabia is a good place for you people. Maybe relax and less.
Spotted anything?
Skvělý.
Shut it and
Další
who else will take care of you?
zatracený.
Clanks won't be happy until all our natural
Identification clear.
Celý oddělení je skorumpované.
No, Captain, of course, you're right.
Not often an auged man comes up to talk to
Can't
us.
believe we got stuck down here.
Understood.
You.
The ones that look like dogs?
You people very nearly killed my brother on the train.
You could get her Pardon me?
You could get her a real dog.
No. She's an irresponsible little idiot. Trusting her with a piece of wood is as far as I would ever go.
Nothing to report.
Another damn clank. Damn freak.
Come in, come in.
Copy. Heading out.
I doubt it.
We're 2 years too late already.
No reports of suspicious activity.
Podle mě by to byl strašný nápad.
Get out of here.
I really thought we would see more broken windows.
Have you had to do any
No infractions to report.
lately?
Stop!
Guys, ladies, gentlemen, this is only a matter size. You can get all of this and more.
Bastard.
Area is free of suspicious activity.
Huh?
Not seeing anything, you?
Just keep moving.
Problems already.
Bad enough when you look for the help.
Okay.
You got it right.
In the sewers. Ridiculous.
Hostile activity detected. Continue.
Když se podívám, co tady ty augové napáchají.
I don't know. I've read a couple of photographs. I don't think a large part of Prague's charm is evident in the old city.
Sorry.
Get out of my way! I need to hide. I want to live.
Removal and downgrading of all overlay power cables and unlicensed substations.
Hey, little K. Which issue have you article you wrote about? The thing with the thing.
Phones? I never had any idea what you're talking about. Don't ever change.
I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack destroyed. All of them occurring after Dr. Talos Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to begin the human restoration,
You'll make it.
This is Eliza Casson, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and now for freedom of the press and threat to our freedom in the hands of irresponsible journalists. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut collection. For exposing big
Huh? What?
What the journalists overlook, however, is the world. Picus News, always watching.
Think of us as counterculture patriots. Our mission? To inform people, to offer an alternative to Picus.
So, you got anything on Picus?
What story are you working on right?
I already told you. We don't...
I think I found the kind of it.
All right.
Here.
Better to risk people's health than to threaten social order. This is good, very good. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Oh, that's cool, man. This should be more than enough. Okay, Bones has been typing up a storm already. We pulled all our Picus theories together and laid out some preliminaries. If you did your job right, this should help fill in the blanks.
So we're done here.
Almost. We need to make sure this issue gets the publicity it deserves. There's a city information hub.
And then you forget.
Praha who?
So let's keep going. First of all, let me get this out of the way. We're talking about these songs.
Chang, you there?
What do you got for me?
Took care of Sam's dad. No one's going to be reading anything about us anytime soon.
Oh, I'll cancel the movers. How'd you do it?
I've reasoned with them. They're not going to give us any trouble.
Reasoned? With the conspiracy nuts.
I know what I'm doing.
Řekněte to česky.
Go away.
I'm sleeping. Get out of here.
Where today? Not seeing anything, you?
They are involved. I'll stop it.
I have to find something. I will try to find your little son.
I'm here.
My wife is going to kill me.
Repercussions. You stay away.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Okay, you there?
Who is this? How'd you get this number?
I did what you asked. Sam's dad should have no problem getting its message out now. You remember our deal?
Oh, yeah. I don't compromise whatever little game you're playing over at that import company.
Try to keep a low profile. If Picus wasn't gunning for you before, they will be now.
Don't worry. Just make sure you remember who the good guys are.
Cannot come soon enough.
Hlavně v klidu.
Vážně jsme...
I doubt we have much in common to chat about, friend. Looks important.
How do I get back to the hotel?
Look at those odds.
I think some of the old
I did
diseases
some work
are
for
making a
Sarif
comeback.
Industries before the
Most of my
incident.
colleagues disagree. That scares me too.
I guess... what?
One of the advantages of a synthetic body is that you don't have to worry about infections.
Hate to see what these Augs have done.
We ready to call it?
Quiet today.
Jak to proč? Co pak nevidíš, co se tady děje?
Stay away,
Smells like police.
Jo, to jsem já.
for the augmented, and it's waiting for you in La Via! Better watch that one.
What is this?
I'm not saying it is, but it's just a thing. It's mass in time. That is the most ignorant. You can't be serious. One effect.
Ukažte mi papír.
Continuing cautious patrol. Area secure. Maintaining cautious patrol.
Státní policie bude na kontrolních bodech prověřovat doklady. Mějte prosím připravený průkaz totožnosti.
Local scan complete. Maintaining cautious patrol mode.
Děkujeme za spolupráci.
Area secure. Continuing cautious patrol.
bezpečných štěstí mohou být během namátkových kontrol zabaveny. Děkujeme za spolupráci.
Activity detected. Continuing conscious patrol.
We are at the brink of a new age.
Do you open your eyes to the truth, friend?
I'll make sure you don't
I was lost like you, friend. In face of persecution and hatred, I broke. I hated myself and my augmented body. No longer
I used to be an alcoholic. Getting into weed.
Have you heard of this Church of the Machine God? It seems perfect for us.
change his birth in fire and blood. But a bright future is at our Seek and you will find, my friend. You will find meaning in the art of the machine. You will find belonging in the oneness of singularity. In our bodies, in our augmented bodies, lies our salvation, seekers. We carry the seed within us, the future of the neo-human race. I have searched for salvation. I have found the answer. Wisdom lies in the machine. Join us. Beginning of a new age, and like all things, change is birth in fire and blood and pain. But a bright future is at hand. I was lost like you, friend. In face of persecution and hatred, I broke. I hated myself and my augmented body, but no longer.
Its flagship project.
Do you despair for your future?
The is slated to be publicly unveiled at one of Brown's upcoming Safe Harbor conventions. I, for one, cannot wait to learn more. This is a life.
Our salvation, believers. We carry the seeds of divinity within us, the future of the neo-human race. I have searched for salvation. I have found the answer. Ice in the machine god, friends. Join us. The Church of the Machine God does not claim to have all the answers.
All the Anti-Light 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the augmented.
Come kill us. Do not hesitate. Do not live in fear any longer.
There's just never enough time.
Let's get to business.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Whatever. Suit yourself. Let's get to business.
Sophisticated choice.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Pleasure doing business with you.
My wife is going to kill me.
We will not tolerate.
Hello.
Státní policie bude na kontrolních bodech prověřovat doklady. Mějte prosím připravený průkaz totožnosti.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Wonderful.
Stay safe.
Stanko and augmented people just like you are creating the...
Get out of here, Clank.
Seems to have quieted down.
No, no more. I don't care what you do. I don't care about your cryptic shit.
Nothing yet.
Máš něco do hlášení?
Not much going on.
It feels like everyone is paranoid.
Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Davney district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Verified. Adam Jensen.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam. What happened at the train station? The police scanner said an augmented terrorist had returned and was attacking investigators. Smiley told me he asked you to get him something from the blast site. Was that you? Why did you attack the police?
They threatened Smiley and were about to tamper with or destroy evidence. I tried to be careful, but things just got out of hand.
Fuck, that's bad.
Could have been worse.
I guess. Miller didn't seem to be having a good day either. He stormed out of here after having a little chat with the new psychologist. Are they getting you to talk to her too?
Yeah, that's partly why I'm here. Have you spoken to her yet?
No. As if I don't have enough to worry about, now I have another person to convince that my stress levels shouldn't keep me off the field. I'm ready for active duty.
You'll get there, Arya. Keep at it.
Always. Stress levels won't stop me forever.
Good. You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Arya. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
Do you know where Miller went?
He didn't say. He just ran past, didn't even look at me.
State police want to talk to him?
I don't know. He's under a lot of stress right now. And I don't think all of it's coming from work. He never talks about his personal life, but he used to stop and talk to me on his way out of the office. Hasn't done that in a while. Hope he's okay.
I should get back to it.
Okay, Adam. Stay safe out there.
Always.
can't really talk to you now. I'm busy.
A word of advice: stay off the Augmerites website. Maybe the connection is that they're.
I've been trying to ID the
Is
bodies
that
of
fucked
people
up?
who crashed the operation.
The problem is we don't know anything about this group.
You know,
It'd be easier if someone would just
quiet.
step up and do it.
We're collective.
State Police Radio
and I were just going over
We're trying to locate where the crashers were going to stash those weapons you intercepted, but it's mostly.
The information we have on the train station bombs isn't enough to go on yet, but we're getting more all the time.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
This is bad. We need to increase security at the CDC.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
It's like you said. They shot first, so I took care of it.
Oh, okay. Good. They had it coming.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
Take it easy. Hey, Jensen, what do you know? Thanks again, Adam. I really do hope there's something useful on that DSD.
My boss hasn't checked in for days. It occurs...
Things got pretty hairy in Dubai.
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and... Well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask. Are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics...
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Which would you prefer? Not everyone's as familiar with U.S. history as you Americans would like to believe, you know.
Where are you from, Doc?
We're discussing your file, remember? So, it was David Seraph who had you augmented after anti-aug extremists attacked the company?
Anti-aug extremists? Is that what it says in my file?
Isn't that the case?
The case was never solved, and they didn't just attack the company. They murdered a lot of innocent people.
Including your ex-girlfriend, I understand.
Megan's not dead.
Is that why you joined the task force, Adam? To use Interpol resources to solve a cold case that...
What happened in Detroit is ancient history, Doc. Megan, my being augmented, all of it. What happened at Rizika Station is not. So sitting around talking about the past isn't going to get me any closer to getting the people responsible.
Actually, that leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? There are no easy answers, Doc. If the Augmented are behind this, maybe they felt it was their only recourse. Or maybe terrorism would stop if the ruling class realized how often their own actions contribute to it.
So investigating ARC, there's no value conflict for you?
Right now, I'm just a cop, and it's criminals that are responsible for this chaos, augmented or not. My job is to prevent further bloodshed.
That's good to hear. Listen, Adam, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me.
I didn't realize I had a choice.
You didn't? Still, I thank you. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
Things got pretty hairy in Dubai.
Agent still believes... What's been told them...
What I need you to do is listen to me.
These here, someone would just step up and hit.
Dozens were killed.
These are the chances when you just...
We don't need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months.
They don't care about this.
You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
They should have stayed in bed.
Oblast je čistá. Přesouvám se.
Bad enough when he was just drugs.
Spotted anything?
Shut it and search.
Who listens to that garbage? Weapons hot. Okay. Understood.
In these sewers. Ridiculous.
Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný.
Don't get me involved.
My.
Make deals
Together
with
with
them.
chewing gum and baling wire. Don't need bombs for this city to fall apart.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v komouku s Rusem.
Why they haven't put more guys on the job, I'll never know.
More than a few around.
Nothing suspicious here.
I know you can't resist, but you must, at least until
Starting
tonight.
to think we're in
Until then,
bed with the
only
Russians.
look, no touch. Just imagine all this and more will be yours. Come visit the Red Light District. We guarantee you will be satisfied.
Whole department is corrupt.
Crack down on this.
Oh, great. Another oak.
Here's a little advanced drawing. Take it all in.
Are we really doing any good?
Get back. Come to the Red Queen. Closest slots in town. And I'm not talking about machines. Except for the augmented, you know?
Maybe I should call my brother later.
This looks like a...
That kind of behavior won't be tolerated. Tak já si udělám další kolečko.
Keep it out of my...
Talk about this later.
Yes, I'm fine. You do not need to worry.
Just make it through this shift. Hobos, augs, prostitutes. City is falling apart. Bad enough when he lifts up the truck. The city has gone just a more connections.
Faster kiss his ass and
The
get
most
the head.
beautiful ladies, the most handsome
No
men.
reports of suspicious activity.
Come, enjoy the Queen.
I'm glad that there are some places in this city that will still rent to the open.
You know, are we really doing any good?
You want me to keep giving you updates every few minutes?
All right, moving back out.
Feels like the city is strained under pressure.
Hey, you mind taking one of my patrols next week?
Keep on your patrol.
Someone's in trouble. Take it in!
Those augs are pretty
Of course I get stuck out here.
Life would be even more quiet if you weren't around here.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
Well, they got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The Collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Didn't realize the entire Collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vesalife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because ARC don't operate in North America.
They're setting up ARC, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. It also sounds like he's not happy about it.
Alright, whatever. Maybe he's just a stooge. You can't say the same about the man he's talking to.
His boss, Joseph Manderley.
Director of TF-29 operations worldwide. The only person at Interpol higher than him is the General Secretariat.
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about Versalife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. Versalife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? Versalife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with ARC? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the Collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Miller, we still going to Gollum City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
What? Leave me alone. I know what you're thinking.
Если
It's
то так
probably
напугать,
really
то
expensive.
есть
And
ты
it
все
is,
равно
but
дорого
it's the experience of a lifetime, friend. Here's a little advanced showing. Take it all in, if you can. All this and more in the red light district.
I love checkpoint duty. I get to fuck with people.
We've got it cheap, we've got it deep, open all night. The red light district. Come and enjoy the fun.
Please, instead of spending credits on some useless souvenir. Leave me alone.
Come on. You're handsome enough to not have to pay for some red light whore.
Don't be shy, ladies and gentlemen.
You know,
have a
I
good
see
look.
just about
What do you think you're doing?
To myślisz ważnie? Ja tu totiž
A customer, right? Over here. What you need?
to sit on the stage.
Customer, right? Over here. What you need? Mi snad kurva nakážou, abych šel rozdávat lístky za špatný parkování.
What do you want? Hypostims? Pick up a prescription? If you want Mikkel or the doctor, they're not here.
This place has a doctor?
Oh yes, Dr. Cipra, Mr. Big Shot from Tai Young, who thinks he's too good for a place like this.
Tai Young. What did he do for them?
Pfft. He calls it experimental neurotherapy. If he's so good, how come his patient ran away and he can't find her?
What does an experimental neural therapist do exactly?
He is vague about it, and I don't care enough to ask. You want something else?
Who is Mikhail?
My nephew. He works here as an assistant, but he didn't show up for work today. His apartment is just across the street. Would it have killed him to let me know he can't come in?
Probably not. Especially since you seem like such an approachable boss.
Did you come here for something?
I'll be going.
Do what you want.
us, at least until tonight. Oh,
Viva la tornado.
Can you imagine?
Nothing on that sound.
Ti vole.
Ridiculous. Held together with chewing gum and baling.
Don't need bombs for this city to fall apart. So what happened next? You can't just take time off. I know that. There's got to be another. So I tell you that. Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? Got an ID?
Couldn't see his face. But the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilec complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's your cane now.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. ARC territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police?
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmailed would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilec complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I've made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
You ask me. Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor, with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
You really believe ARC is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
ARC has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Gollum City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Gollum isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to Talos Rucker and bring him in, Agent.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
Nah, I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
You're my only backup on this one. Before we leave, I'd like to know you've actually got my back.
Trust me, I flew 10 years in the SAAF and 5 in the private sector moving corporate heads. And in all that time, I've never lost a fare.
How many years with TF-29?
2, which is a year and a half longer than you from what I understand. So you want to keep talking resumes, waste more of our time? Or will you trust me to get the job done?
I still have some things I need to take care of before we leave.
All right. Go on then, get your shit sorted. I'll be here, waiting.